Hi, Mike. Today I'm completing a customization of my doll. I did a part one where I did like the hair part, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I do end up having to take her head back off to put the clothing on, but basically, I don't think I said in the last video who I'm making, so throughout this you can guess. I'm making like her inspired by a TV show character. It's a cartoon. Sometimes I watch shows and I'm like, wouldn't it be so fun if I had a doll of that? And so, yeah, that's what I did. But for this, some of the outfits like this, the stripes should be spaced further apart, but I like to thrift a lot of my stuff that I use, like fabrics, from like Goodwill bins, or just thrifting stuff, for cheap. And so sometimes you can't be too picky. But nonetheless, I traced a pattern and I'm getting better. And by the end of this, you're gonna look and you might judge me and be like, this is better. I apologize. But I am getting better. I remember when I first started, I wasn't very good at like expanding the outfits, and still I don't think I am. Like, I wanted the shirt a little bit more baggy, and I think it's still a little too like tight on the doll, but we're working on it. I'm really bad at like giving them extra space, but we're trying. And then I had to find a needle to use. I don't know how I lose them, but I do, and that's, a little bit nerve-wracking because they could be on the ground somewhere. The thing is that a lot of times I'll be like, oh, I'll put it here for safekeeping, and then I forget where I put it. Anyways, so I made the little pattern. So it's yellow is the doll, like where the doll's body met, and then I gave it like a tiny bit more space, and then the green is like expanding it to make it bigger. The sleeves weren't the same size. I made the pants, you'll see the pants that I do, a little bit too long, so I had to glue them, which is why they'll have a glue mark. But that's what I'm doing now. I'm showing you my sewing a little bit. We had a sewing machine, but it broke, and so I was thinking about getting one, but as of right now, I do sew by hand, and I'm not very good at it. I am self-taught. So, yeah, that is my apologies. Any advice anybody wants to give me is I'll take. That's what we're doing today. Again, I'm just attempting to make this shirt. It is on a baby cloth, or a baby outfit, and I did forget to do it. You're supposed to flip the pattern around, so when I end up cutting it out and putting it on the doll, the back of it has the size and like tag details, so that's my bad. Just a little thing that I forgot to do. Again, we're amateur crafting, making a doll. Have you figured out who it is yet? I think at the end she looks great. The thing that I'll kind of talk about now while we're doing this, because she's taking forever, is the hair. Oh, I should say, I forgot to cut out, usually like I do like a little like whole thing for like the neck. I forgot to like go in more, like I didn't do the shoulder part, so that's my bad. Anyways, this is where I had to take the doll. See, you can see the little tag part. I forgot to flip it inside out. So it's on there, and we're gonna ignore it. I don't think that the pattern is like too different, so that's why I flipped it inside out and then just put the tag part on the back, because I don't think you'll be able to see it. Anyways, we're really struggling with this, my bad. I wanted to show you all the details, okay? And I think I lay it out on her. It's a little bit long on the doll, just a little bit, but I end up rolling it up and I think it looks fine. Again, I think I do that with the sleeves as well. The sleeves are a bit uneven, again, so I rolled one of the sleeves up, but I think that it looks fine. I think it looks cute, and I had leftover fabric, so if I want, I can remake it or make it something else, because I do kind of think that the shirt is cute. Anyways, I cut a little neck hole, so like it showed a little bit more skin. And then right here, I'm talking about, I found this fabric. I bought like a pack of sheets of fabric, and I think that this is the right color, but it's not. If I make a mistake, I don't have much left, so I decided that those colors were close enough, and I'm going to use that fabric. It's not more stretchy, but I think it'll work better than the other thing, which peels a lot. And so I cut out the same thing. Again, I really struggle making pants, making them the right size, so really panicked with this. And then I think I'm showing you my sewing again, just cause, I guess. I don't know. because I was vibing. And we're just sewing the pants right now. They're supposed to be shorts. I do make them a little bit longer, but I was really nervous that they wouldn't be long enough and that they would be too tight because I've done that before. I really just need to work on getting my size down. So I end up gluing them instead of like attempting to sew and hope that it sticks. So that was that. I did try to roll them over like I did the pants, but the fabric was not staying, like it wouldn't stay. Otherwise I wouldn't have glued them, but it's okay. Anyways, I was really struggling with that. The little thing was bothering me and it was getting stuck. Anyways, this was it didn't actually take that long to make the outfits. I thought it would. It took a while, but like I've spent a lot longer than what I did on it, and I just wanted to kind of show you that it did take a little bit, but like not as long as it has. Again, if I get better at sewing, maybe it'll go faster. Next, I think I'm showing you that I have to do the middle part, and then we're flipping it inside out, and you can see that it's much longer. And her shirt will cover up the pant part, so it doesn't matter how high it goes up her waist. But I was nervous that it wouldn't go very far up because I've done that before where I don't have enough fabric and then like it slides down their body, so I was nervous about that. Yeah, we're putting the pants on her. Here she is, and I think I show you, I'm adjusting them here, but they're too long for me, so I add some glue here. And maybe we'll put them back on her. I don't know. We'll have to see. Here we are, vibing. Anyways, concentration. I'm not even doing an in-camera view. That's my bad. I love that I'm showing you, but really it's just that if you don't turn it off right away, it will drip everywhere. She leaks. Anyways, flipping it inside out and hopefully putting it on the doll. And I do like this a little bit better. Again, I'm peeling the stuff because it did get hot glue through it, which I knew would happen, but that's okay. Vibing again. And then putting it on the doll, and I like the sizing a little bit better, and then the extra flap that covers her stomach will get covered by the shirt, and I think that it turned out pretty nicely. Have you guessed who I've made so far? It's okay if you haven't. And then I'm trying to melt the glue a little bit with my hot glue gun. And then we're gonna move on to the next part, maybe. Okay, so I'm getting rid of her face with acetone. I'm gonna keep the eyebrows because I cannot do an eyebrow, but basically I'm getting rid of her face because she has way too much makeup, and this character is a very like plain doll face, so I wanted to make it more simple. So we're being very careful not to get the eyebrows. She had too much makeup. Typically I don't get rid of my doll's makeup because I'm not good at doing like eye painting and stuff. I've just learned that I cannot do it. But she had too much makeup. Okay, here she is so far. Have you guessed who she's supposed to be? I think she's supposed to have blue sneakers, and I don't have sneakers, and every time I try to make shoes they don't look good, so I think I'm gonna skip the shoe part and maybe order some from Temu or a different, like maybe Amazon has Barbie sneakers, and then I'll just paint them blue because I need a second pair because I'm pretty sure the other one that I'm gonna eventually make has purple sneakers, and I think I can just paint them. Anyways, listen, I'm not good at face ups, but I wanted her to have less like makeup on because she was very glammed out, so I did my best. And there's not a lot going on. I don't do face paints a lot because I'm not very good. The last step to do is to other than to obviously find shoes, is to cut the hair because I do want the hair to be shorter, but I don't want to cut it because I love how long it looks. I love my dolls when I reroute them with this kind of yarn and like this kind of like length. I think it looks so nice, but I do want it to be at least shorter. But I'm not gonna go as short as like I think I should, and at the end of the video when I'm done you can let me know if I should cut it shorter or how short. I just think that sometimes this kind of yarn doesn't like to lay flat if I cut it like really short, but I guess we'll just start. I think I want to cut it shoulder length. So I think I'm gonna start cutting it and then we'll cut the rest off camera, but I think shoulder length will be good for today, and then if you guys think I should cut it more, let me know. Okay, so here's the finished product for now. Again, I want to eventually get shoes, but I don't have that today. Anyways, if you haven't guessed, I made my an inspired doll of Phineas from Phineas and Ferb. I plan to make Ferb eventually. This one has I've been working on it for a while because I procrastinate. Anyways, I like to reroute with yarn, and I like it because like lots of like luscious, I don't know the word that I'm looking for, hair. But when I cut hair short, then it likes to fly up. So I'll probably be working on that for a little bit now. I did paint her lips with a Sharpie, in case you're curious. I went with orange, just cause. And while everything is not perfect, like the shirt should be further, like the stripes should be further apart, I'm pretty happy to add this doll into my collection. I like to make like my own like customs, because sometimes I watch shows and I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be so nice if I had a doll of them? But when I do it like this, because obviously I don't want a bunch of boy dolls, I can do girl dolls and make them inspired by, and then it doesn't have to be perfect, which is, you know, obviously what this is. But I think she's still so cute and I cannot wait. And I did originally say when I was working on making a different TV shows characters, Total Drama Island, if you haven't seen some of those, I was like, I'm gonna finish making this show, and then I didn't. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, stay tuned because I do plan to make other characters. Again, I want to finish up the Total Drama Island cast or characters, and I want to work on some others. I can't promise that I will do that many, but my goal this year, because I've been thinking about goals and stuff that I want to do and add to my collection and stuff lately, because I've been trying to curate my collection, and focus on what I really like. And I do like to customize dolls and to reroute dolls because I think that that's really relaxing. But my goal is to at least do one a month, / if I can't do that, do at least 12. So I don't have to finish one a month, but if I skip a month, then I have to do 2 in 1 month. So this was January's. Let's hope that I can do one for February and we can kind of keep it going, because I do think I have at least 12 different dolls that I'd like to make. I don't know if I have 12 dolls to do, but I have 12 dolls that I would like, or characters that I would like to make. But anyways, this is Phineas my inspired Phineas doll from Phineas and Ferb. Very excited about it. I think she's quite cute. I definitely think that as I do these, I'm getting better. And if you're like, this is better than something, don't go look at my old my old ones. Anyways, I'm Agnes. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you want to give advice on how to make things better, I am obviously probably going to listen. I'm Agnes. Thanks for watching. Bye.